What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing some Lifx bulbs, specifically called the A19 bulb. They're multicolored smart lighting. So essentially what that does is what this bulb allows you to do is add color lighting to your home, accent lighting or something along those lines. Also, you have a whole bunch of colors of white, so you can change from like very tungsten to very daylight-esque. You can also turn your lights on, turn your lights off from anywhere in the world. Let's jump into it. I picked a couple of these bulbs up for the studio, aka my living room, and just to add a different environment. As y'all know, I changed up my whole living room and I wanted to add something to accentuate, my living space. Plus for YouTube videos, I wanted to add some color and depth to the background. So I decided to get some smart lights, and before I even picked which brand, the top two brands were Philips Hue and then the Lifx. Those are the top two that I've been hearing about. I started to look into it. I started to look up the pros, the cons of each bulb. The biggest setback that I found was the Philips Hue needs a hub, and I didn't really want to have an extra accessory to have plugged in. So then I seen the Lifx bulbs and I was like, this is perfect. They have their Wi-Fi built in and I don't need a hub. I don't need to buy this extra thing to have. I don't want to have plugged in. If one thing breaks, if the light bulb breaks or if the hub breaks, you're kind of out, right? Like you have no smart lighting if the hub breaks. The Lifx bulbs connect directly to your router, so there's no need for the hub or anything like that. I personally only got two light bulbs. There's one here, and then there's one over here. So for me, they connect directly to my router, and for me, they didn't slow down my internet at all. But if you did say have 15, 20 of these bulbs, it might slow it down a little bit just because there'll be so many Wi-Fi signals bouncing all over the place. The Lifx bulbs are super bright. The Philips Hue comes in at 800 lumens and the Lifx bulbs come in at 1100 lumens, which is just super bright. They're brighter than what I normally would use. Normally I have the light set at like 30 to 50% of their usual brightness, just because who really wants their house to be super bright? I like it to be toned down a little bit. Personally, that's just what I like. Maybe you might want them to be super bright. So you can pick between 16 million different colors. Yes, I said million. That's insane to me. That's absurd. Like there's so many different colors that you can actually choose. If you want to go super vibrant, you can go super vibrant. If you just want to go more of like a pastel, really dimmed down effect, you can also do that. It also comes with a bunch of different white light. So if you want to go for more of like a tungsten light, you can do that. If you want to go for more of like a very blue light, you can also do that. They're rated at 20 years, so you're gonna get 20-year lifespan out of these bulbs. I don't know if that's true or not, but check back in 20 years and maybe they'll still be kicking around. Or I don't even know if we'll still be using light bulbs in 20 years. You can also automate these lights, so if you wanna have your lights come on when you get home from work at 7 p.m. every day, you can arrange that. Maybe say you want them to turn off at 10 p.m. You can also do that. Or you can set them up in a way where once you arrive home, they'll automatically turn on. Or once you leave your home, they'll automatically turn off. I personally think this is clutch, key, amazing. It's kind of weird, but it's also very amazing. You can also reach your lights wherever you are in the world because they're connected to your Wi-Fi. Say you go on a trip and you're like, did I turn off the lights? I can't remember. You can just open up your phone and then be like, I did leave on the light. Let me turn it off. You're on vacation. You're like, maybe I don't want to leave my house dark for, a week, 2 weeks. Maybe let me set an automated timer up and turn on the lights, so someone thinks I'm home each day of the week that I normally would be home. Or, you're just like, let me turn on the lights because I just want to turn them on. Scare your sibling or, scare your significant other by turning on and turning off the lights. That's something I would do personally. Like all other smart home accessories, they do have their own specific app. I find the app pretty decent. I'm still kind of new to this world, so I haven't even really dove in, but there's so many different scenes. There's a whole bunch of different colors. There's 2 different wheels for color and white, so that's definitely something different to look at. Pairing process for one of the bulbs was super easy. You know, it was just pretty much plug and play, essentially really quick to set up and everything. But the second bulb, for whatever reason, I connected it to the Lifx app perfectly, no issues at all. Then when I tried to connect it to the HomeKit, it struggled. So I looked it up online. I could not find out how to connect it to HomeKit. So I found out online. I did it like a factory reset by turning it on and off 5 times. Then I connected it to the HomeKit, but then I couldn't connect it to the Lifx app. Really weird. Don't know why it happened, but after probably 20 minutes of trying to figure it out, it seemed to already paired. So I was trying to pair another light that was already paired, apparently. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I just had to change the name around and I was pretty much good to go. I don't know if anybody else has had this issue, but I just wanted to include this in this little review because it's an issue that I ran into when I was personally setting the lights up. You can also set these up in groups. You know, maybe you want to call it like living room lights, and you could turn off specific lights, or you could turn them all off. And it does work with Siri, so if you want to turn off all the lights, it's just as simple as, "Hey Siri, turn off lights."
Done.
And there you go, all the lights are off. Or you could turn all the lights on. "Hey Siri, turn on lights."
Okay.
And the lights turn on. That's a huge plus for me. It also works with the Apple TV. You can just speak into the remote and the lights will turn off, turn on. And that's just a little rundown of why I picked up the Lifx light bulbs. I think they're pretty dope. They're definitely a new addition to my living room and YouTube setup, I guess you could say. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I know this review was kind of quick and just, you know, really random. If you have any questions about these light bulbs or having any issues with your light bulbs, please leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them, and or I'll make another video to make it a little bit easier to understand. So, hope you enjoyed. Peace. Also, what do you think about the lighting setup in here? It's very different, right? I think the quality of light's a lot better. What do you think? Please leave it in the comments down below.